Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of Smart Flip with me and my co-host Matt. And today we have a returning guest, Victor Pena. Everybody liked the last one he was on so much that I had to reach back out to him and be like, "Hey man, we need you back on the pod. People are asking." So,
Yeah.
and he just came off a what was it, $25,000 profit month?
Yes.
Crazy, crazy, wild. And we'll go over a little bit on how he was able to do that. First, I do have announcements. Number one, I have a book. It's called Buyback Revolution. You can see it in the background here. Make sure that you check it out on Amazon. This is where Victor started. Funny enough, he bought the book. We were actually talking a little bit. Then he bought the book, and then he was like, "Sign me up, coach."
Yeah.
And that's kind of how Victor got into the world here of Recelerator and stuff. Um, Now, also, I do have another event thing to talk about. We have an event coming up. This is we're calling it FlipCon because we have made some adjustments. It's not fully about phone flipping anymore. We got some stuff. Obviously, a lot of people saw that we launched a diabetic test strip direct buying company against my will, and we had to shut the list down because we got so much volume in the first 24 hours that we just wanted to make sure that we could handle it. So,
Wow.
um, we're calling the new event FlipCon. It is March 6th and 7th. So coming up, and tickets, you can find the tickets and stuff in the description below. It's 297 for general admission and then 997 for VIP. If you're in Recelerator, there's a Recelerator only tickets available. You can check those out inside of Slack if you're part of that program. Tickets will be going up soon, just so you guys are aware. End of January is when they increase by $100 each. So get them while you can. I want to share a little bit before we dive into everything. I did go to the place where the event will be held yesterday. I got some video. So let me pull that up here real quick. So we'll go over the VIP thing first. Let me do this for computer sound, optimize for video sharing. All right, so this is where the VIP event will be held. It's going to be held. It's going to be super fun. Got a whole bar. Got tables. These will obviously be pushed together, but this is where it will be. Main Street Bistro here in League City, Texas for FlipCon 2026. All right, and then
Hey.
this is the event venue where we will actually be doing stuff. 2026 is going to be held. We got a big old TV. We're going to be doing reach outs, negotiation stuff, eBay stuff, etc., etc. So make sure that you come, and we are looking forward to seeing you.
Nice.
All right. So, all right, guys, just wanted to make that announcement so that everybody is aware of what it is and where it's at, what's going down, um, and the itinerary and stuff will be put out shortly, but it's going to be awesome. I actually sent the itinerary to Matt, yesterday? And he was like, "Oh yeah,
2 days ago.
this is an event."
Looks great.
So,
Yeah.
but with that being said, everybody's here for the podcast, so let's jump into it. And yeah, dude. So Victor, you just
Yes,
did
sir.
$25,000 in profit.
Yeah.
How rough was that in like managing
Oh
wise?
man. Oh man. So as of the last podcast, I really thought I just had one good month and I was gonna settle at about 14, 15.
Yeah.
It hasn't gone under 20 since. And I still had my job, and my job was sales
I thought
related.
you quit.
So I did in
Oh, okay.
December.
Okay,
In
cool.
December. So from I don't remember when the last podcast was, but I want to say I don't know,
4 or 5
maybe
months
November.
ago now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. From there into the holiday season, my job getting busy and the reselling business getting busy, I was absolutely being split into two. It was incredibly difficult.
Yeah.
But as of December, I could not take it anymore, as you called it.
Yeah.
I
I
officially
think I
left my
literally
job.
called you leaving in December. I was like,
Yeah, you were
I
like,
think I
yeah, you're
literally
not gonna be
said
able to
you
handle
need
it.
to leave your job or it's going to cost you money.
It
Yeah.
100% was. It got to the point where I was leaving my job to go get deals and come back and leave again. Quite
Mhm.
a lot of volume to handle. It was really fun, really stressful, but came out on top. I actually had a lot of leftover stock from December because I couldn't process everything. So for January, I'm already there.
There we go.
Yeah,
I love it, dude.
it
I love
already
it.
hit the quota of the month. So
So
it's pretty
you're,
good.
and this is mostly iPhones, if I remember correctly. Like,
This is mainly
yeah,
phones. I do Androids as well.
yeah.
I did try navigating into other things. Sometimes I would do laptops and so on. Uh, but the volume on phones was so much I wasn't able to even take other devices into account.
So let's back up here a little bit.
Wow.
You joined Recelerator roughly about 6 months ago now. Um,
Yes.
you were at $5,000 a month in profit, and you were like, "Is it
Yes.
even possible to grow this thing?" Right?
Right. Right.
Um, we got you on. We kicked off the Evergreen ad, which was kind of a rudimentary thing at that time. It was called the Everlasting ad at that point,
Yeah,
until
blasting.
I
Yeah.
until I found out that somebody else owned that IP. But um, we kicked that off, and then you went silent for like a month, and then we checked in, and then that was when the first podcast was, which I didn't realize you had gone from 5 to 19 in 30
Yeah.
days in profit. And
Yes.
you said the biggest swings to make that happen were number one, the Everlasting or Evergreen ad, and
Hmm.
then the negotiation skills from Aaron Goldstein. Those were the
Yes.
two main levers that needed to be switched. Because you also buy from resellers, like in your area.
Yes.
So like,
Yes.
which is the big thing. That's part of the whole diagram I have is like buying from other resellers eventually,
Yep.
right? Especially once you
Yep.
have the capital. Um,
Right.
so now, and I know we had a call a while back. We're getting you on payroll and like all this because it was like
Yeah.
it's time to like start, getting that stuff done. When you're
Yeah,
making that amount of
definitely.
money, you got to like start fixing things up for taxes and stuff.
Yeah, I was in a panic in December. I'm like, oh my God, I haven't ran a freaking payroll yet. So I was like hitting up
Bro.
Gusto and everything. I'm like, can I do this in 2 weeks? They were like, yeah, you can. You definitely can. I'm like, all right. Started
Yeah,
pushing that through. No, but yeah, the resellers are definitely a big part of the volume that I'm dealing with. But when I joined Recelerator, my focus on the business changed. I wanna give a lot of weight to the book you have because while I was signing up for a reseller, I was eating that book up in a matter of like a week and a half, and I just took
That's
everything
awesome.
in and started implementing right away. I
yeah,
was like, okay, Chris is talking everything I want for this business, and it did switch my perspective of where I wanted it to go. So along with buying the program and trying everything you were telling me. I mean, I haven't turned away not one piece of advice from any of you guys. I just started implementing right away. Adding that plus the focus and the seriousness of I want to grow this, I started communicating back with resellers from when I lived in New Jersey. And I started getting back in touch and started setting up some drop-off systems over there, started setting up drop-off systems here. And then all those messages started coming in from customers. And from the skills from Aaron, I just got a very repetitive conversation with customers that is just conversating, executing, and it just rinse and repeat. Close,
Yeah.
schedule them, run it through the day, and then, there's the processing, there's the shipping out, there's everything. So
Yeah.
busy days for sure. Busy days.
how much of your days was shipping and listing and packing versus how
Oh my
many
God.
what did it get to the point where like there was one day where you just respond to leads, pick stuff up, and then the next
Yeah,
day was all shipping? Like
100%. There was points where I was like muting Facebook because I was like, I need to get this stuff out. Like I
yeah.
need capital as soon as possible. But yeah, I'm still right now. One of my problems is like figuring out the schedule of all this because now that I'm not working, there is no structure of time. So I could easily
Mm.
spend all day doing this, which is good and bad.
Mm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Well, it's definitely time
yeah,
to hire on the packing side of things for you.
yeah. I actually who did you have on the podcast? Spencer recently? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that he got an office space and everything else, and
Yeah, for him it was it was a mindset switch for him.
yeah,
Like it wasn't a storefront, right? It was
yeah,
just a place where work happens for him.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at right now, where my house, I mean, all my phones and packaging stuff is reaching into like the kitchen now.
Hmm.
I like
It's
how
like
the inventory expands from like your office area
yeah,
to like
yeah.
everywhere outside into the living room, you know.
Yeah, last night I'm sitting on the couch with my wife and she just like pulls out a phone from the middle of the couch. She's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Look, man, I'm trying here." So yeah, I definitely don't want a storefront, but I do want an office space for
Oh, that's
sure.
funny.
Yeah, bro, they're everywhere at
Amazing.
this point. But it's good, man. It's a blessing. I'm super grateful for how everything's going. This is probably the best way to leave my job and continue on with this volume. It's pretty good.
That's awesome, dude. That's so good. Man,
Yes.
that reminds me of a story I tell often is like when you start like getting that level of inventory and but you don't have a system for it yet. I had a backpack that I took to all my meetups with me, right, with all my stuff in it. And I
Right.
remember going through the backpack one time because I was putting some phones in there, and I realized that there was three other phones already in there that I had forgotten about. And I was just like, damn. And like they were just there, and then there was another one at the bottom of the bag, and I was like,
Yep.
"Oh
Hmm.
my gosh, like I gotta fix this."
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, that's exactly how it is. And
That's
man,
funny.
it gets insane. Even right now, I have everything off to the side, but this room was a freaking mess in here.
no, I
Just so
get it.
much packaging
Yeah,
and stuff. So I definitely understand that mindset shifting. I do want a place where work happens, and once I leave and I get home, it's home
yeah,
energy only.
agreed. Yeah,
So we'll be looking into that maybe February, maybe March, and
yeah,
hopefully hiring somebody for
Cool.
processing and shipping.
Very cool.
That'll
that's
be
awesome,
cool.
dude. I love it.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, I wanna segue here to the Evergreen ad.
Yeah.
Because that was one of the biggest turning points for you, and you made you a local celebrity. um,
Yes.
which is what it does as well. Like you'll be walking through Walmart and people will be like, "You're the guy," you know? Um,
It definitely happens. It
yeah.
definitely happens.
So that's been running for 5 months now, I believe, total.
Uh-huh.
Cost
Mhm.
per lead isn't even a quote unquote amazing on it. Like, but quality of lead is like very good. Can you talk a little bit
Yes.
about that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because as we were speaking earlier, because the ad carries a package of reviews in it, the reviews themselves are being advertised. So as I'm going around and you're seeing my face, all these customers that would normally ignore my ad before because it's scammy or whatever you want to call it, now have quite a lot of people in it saying how great of an experience they had. So now the quality of leads has changed from what used to be, and it still happens, what used to be the one person selling the one-off phone that is old, to now I'm
Hmm.
seeing families who are upgrading,
Yeah.
wanting to sell the 4 or 5 phone lot, because these families want to save transaction or whatever the case may be, and the
Yep.
reviews stand for that. And a lot of people are speaking out on it when they meet me. They're like, listen, the only reason I messaged you, I really was going to throw these phones in the drawer and never sell them again because I'm always um, skeptical about meeting anybody public, but your reviews are outstanding, so I wanted to meet with
That's
you.
cool.
Now the sales have definitely moved into multiple devices, which is what we wanted, iPads,
100%.
watches, all that stuff. So the quality of lead has definitely increased.
Wow.
I love it. Yeah, so I mean the Evergreen ad is it's funny because it's oh I forgot to tell you I didn't even tell you this. I started some retargeting ads for you, so it might be
Nice.
my fault on why it's doing so well.
It might be.
So they're
Yeah.
kind of running in the background. I started those about a month ago for you. So
Yeah.
they're running in the background, so the same people are seeing your ads now over and over and over again.
Beautiful.
Cool.
So
I
it's
am getting repeats. I'm
good.
sure I definitely am getting repeats, so that would explain that.
Oh yeah.
From the Evergreen ad, I think I've obtained at least 4 resellers in the area.
Mm.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's great. What's funny
Yeah.
about that is there is a lot of um there's a lot of people. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and he was talking about that how the evergreen ads attract the other flippers in the area. Um,
Yes.
he's like, but it's the like they don't want to make a video like that, right? Which
No.
is hilarious to me because
Yeah.
like that just means you're gonna gobble up all the other business for the most part,
Yeah.
right?
Pretty
But
much.
um, what's funny is this guy knew another guy in my. This is hilarious. Okay, so this guy that I was meeting with yesterday, going over his metrics, doing the thing, 30-day check-in, right? I met him yesterday, and then there was another guy in the same area who was in my program before, right? Like, and they met, they do business together, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And this new guy is getting leads for like $2 a lead, and the other guy is like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I'm like, "Dude, I've been talking about this.
What?
You're in the program." Like, I was like, "It's the same
Oh my
thing, you know?"
gosh. Oh my
And
gosh.
Uh,
he was like, "Your ads are going crazy," and I'm like,
yeah.
"Yeah, dude. Like, that's what happens, you know." I think some people in this is an issue we have with resellers. People join, they get a lot of stuff like ingrained, and and then they start doing very well, right?
Mhm.
And then they become like a ghost, and it's like because they're so in work, right?
Mhm.
Sure.
Um,
Yeah.
which it happened to you, right? Like you
Yeah.
saw it, like
Yeah.
you started at 5 grand, went to 19, didn't even really talk to me for like 30 days, and I was
Yeah.
like, I reached out and I was like, "How you doing?" You know,
That
like,
was
he's like, "Bro,
incredible.
I'm drowning." Like,
Hilarious.
so it's
Uh,
like you go under the water and you don't hear anything from these people. And
yeah.
then like
Yeah.
that's something me and Matt have noticed is like that happens a lot, and we don't really know what's happening, because you guys are just so busy with deals a
I'll
lot.
be honest. One thing with me, I don't even spend any time on the social part of
Yeah,
Facebook,
no,
like the regular chat where you just talk to your friends on.
yeah,
I'm
Right.
rarely ever there. I'm always on the other side of it.
yeah,
Um, I mean, there was even a point where I was posting on the chat a lot more, everything that was going on.
yeah.
It got to the point where I was like, I can't even stop to take pictures right now. This thing's gotta go. Like,
People can't even post
um,
their wins, you know, like
yeah, at the beginning of this year, I was like, I got a good win to start the year right after I got off vacation. I'm like, let me go post this on Slack, you know.
appreciate you posting that
Um,
by the way.
yeah, of course, but ever since it's been flooded, man. It's really good. That evergreen ad is quite the fuel in my ads. And Facebook has been the only place where I'm advertising. I haven't even gotten to Google
I
fully.
know that's crazy to me. Like
Wow.
it's it really and so it's interesting, right? It's like I notice this, and this is why we have multiple lead systems inside of Recelerator is like we don't always know which one is going to take off for you in that
Yeah,
area, but we know one of them will.
yeah, yeah.
um, but it's
Yeah.
become more and more likely to be the evergreen ad, I've noticed.
Hmm.
Because it seems to just work so well. Over and over and over. I'm trying to pull up your evergreen ad right now to see how many comments and stuff you have on it.
I
Um,
can
if you can pull it up, that would be awesome. That way we just get an idea.
I have the link. I have the link saved because
Oh
what
yeah,
I do
share
is
it. Yeah.
after every transaction, I have I
Can
have a
you
link in my
drop it in
note,
Slack or drop it in here possibly?
screenshot of it. Sure.
Yeah, that works too. Just send it over in Slack or Messenger, and I can pull it up because I want to share with people what the amount of comments you have and stuff, and kind of go over it a little bit. Matt, do you
Yeah,
have
absolutely.
anything? Just been kind of talking back and forth here.
Nah, man, I'm just kind of letting Victor spill out all this good insight. I think it's a lot of it is interesting that a lot of people will watch this and be like, "Oh yeah, man, it'd be really cool to have that kind of success." And then they'll join up and then like they're just gone. And you're like,
Yeah.
"Whoa." Because they're not aware. I think there's a few things that I wish people were more aware of is one, the radical level of effectiveness that this produces, which is exactly what we're talking about. I mean, you're talking about you found a phone on your couch, right? When I started doing this, bro, if I'd have found a phone on my couch, I'd have been like, bro, that's $100, you know? And now
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
NBD, you know what I'm saying? Like, man,
yeah.
just another one,
No
right?
big
Just
deal. Just sitting here.
right, just another
Yeah,
hash mark.
yeah,
But then also like how the volume does tend to exploit the demand for a system. Like if you really try to go hard in the paint, like you're going to get so much volume that if you don't shore up the parts of your business that really need like attention, then success can actually like burden you to a degree where it can be a bad thing. And a lot of people are like, well, it's almost like, well, thanks for the ads, Chris. I wanted success. I don't know that I want this much success. I'm not prepared
yeah.
for what, and I'm not saying that as a flex. I'm saying that because it's a reality. It's like,
It's true.
dude, I've got to
It's
do things that are
very
going to
true.
cause me to stop like getting stuck in the in between places, you know?
Yeah.
That's actually
No,
happened
it,
before,
it
by the
it
way.
definitely comes with its struggles for sure. And like you said, if you don't have implemented systems to help you manage the
Yeah,
success that you originally asked for,
yeah,
it is going to make you crash. It is going to make you
for
crash, like
sure. Yeah,
100%. It's but yeah, that's very, very true.
I've had a
Uh,
lot of people once we implement, depending on their area, right? It'll either be the Evergreen ad or the Google ads, or both at the same time. And people will be like, "Can you like dial it back a minute? I ran out of money, like buying stuff."
yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm like, "Yeah, no problem, dude." Like, I was
yeah,
like, "Let me know when you got your cash back, you know." And here's a training on how to manage your inventory better, like sell the
yep.
stuff as soon as you buy it, kind of thing.
straight
Um,
up.
as you know, until you start getting to that point where just the volume it just overwhelms you every day. Like you can't do that after a certain point, and you do like. I mean, I have Victoria, my employee here. She's handling the MacBook and stuff right now that we bought
Mhm.
Yep,
yesterday, and the Samsung and all the other stuff,
yep,
right? So, um, I there comes a point where I mean, it's kind of funny though. Like you said that, like I want that level of success, but then you get there and you're just like,
No,
did
yo,
listen,
I? Did
dial
I?
it back
You
a
know?
minute. Like
no,
I'm out
listen.
of money over here.
It's insane. Like to hear myself complain about certain things on some days, like I just end up busting out laughing in the middle of it because I
I
do
know,
get
right?
upset. I'm like, damn, here's this guy again. He wants to meet up again. I only have like $1,200 left. He got like a $2,000 deal. Damn it. Like I should have shipped
Like
those phones out
son of a
yesterday.
son of a, whatever. I have like 20 grand in inventory over here. Like
I can't take
E-
this.
But even that statement, I only have $1,200 left, is
Yeah, right.
like there was a time where you'd be like, bro, I wish I had $1,200. You know how to be
Wish I
doing with
had
1200,
told.
and
yeah, now if you
again,
hit
I
below
think
like 10K, you're like in
I'm
emergency mode.
already in panic mode. Right under
for
10K,
real,
I'm like, all right, it's do or
yeah,
die right now.
people don't understand
It's do or
how
die.
radical and bananas this gets when you're rocking like capital that has you between like 10 and $20,000. You can move so much product so fast. It's like, but if the system's not there, it's not slick streamed, and it can really become, overwhelming. But I think it's awesome. It's like, okay, I would rather be
Yeah.
burdened with success than burdened with like the struggles of poverty and a scarcity mentality, to be dead honest. Like we can figure this out. I can wake up earlier. I can work a little bit harder. I can hire somebody else. I can delegate, defer, delete things. But I would rather be solving those problems than the other way around.
Than the other way around. Absolutely. Every time I get like under any kind of pressure, I think back to I've been in the business for 3 years now. There was a time where I used to get on the phone with a friend and be like, how can we get 5 phones this weekend? What are the ideas? Like, how are we gonna get to that? And I always compare myself,
I know a guy.
because at the beginning we used to be like, man, we got 2 phones so far, but like, where's the rest gonna come from, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anytime I'm under any kind of pressure and I'm on the verge of complaining how great things are, I'm like, just remember where this all started, and these are
Yeah.
the
Word,
partners you want.
word.
Problems don't go away. They don't. They get better. Problems get better overall.
Agreed.
But one thing about the Evergreen ad that I want to make sure everybody understands, and your program and the book, there's not this like secret where the ad gets posted and suddenly you just start doing incredibly well. All these things take work, guys. Like it takes implementation. It takes for you to realize what your systems are doing, what your conversations are driving. I was telling Chris I did have somebody reach out to me that had the same ad and wasn't experiencing the same kind of results, but they weren't asking for reviews on the ad. They weren't asking, they're not following up with their customers to see if they got anything more to sell. So these things do take work. They help a lot, but
Yep.
it still takes you to to push it to that point.
It's not a
Uh,
magic bullet, right?
no, 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 no.
Like
It's a
that's what people
great
don't
tool.
understand is like you guys think Recelerator is this magic bullet, right? It is not. It is a bunch of golden BBs, right?
Yeah.
It's like that's exactly what it is. Like, and you have to shoot every single one,
To
right?
Yeah.
see.
To see
Yeah,
which one is
Yeah.
like every area is different too, right?
Yeah.
exactly.
So I want to pull up Victor's Evergreen ad here real quick. So because I want to go over a couple of things. So let me do that real quick. So here it is. Here's his Evergreen ad. This thing has been viewed 43,000 times.
Jeez.
43,000 times.
Bro.
Okay? And
That's a,
that's not what it says. That's probably just 25% video views, by the way.
that's
Okay?
a lot of eyeballs, man.
So if we actually go
So
in here to the ad, it's actually probably more. Let me pull it up. Let me go here. Let me exit out of this. By the way, his cost per lead isn't even like fantastic. Just gonna be honest, it's $4.53 a lead, but the quality of lead coming from that ad is ridiculous.
worth it.
Right.
So
So
Yeah.
if we go here, yeah, this is the last 30 days. So let me go maximum here real fast. Maximum. So, okay, this video has been viewed, fully viewed, or at least 3%, 35,000 times. Okay. Now, one thing I want to point out here real quick is something that a lot of ad agencies do, like they tell you not to do. So this right here, this little number called frequency, right? This is how many times a person has seen Victor's face. So it says 3.55, right? So what that is that the same person has like on average, people have seen Victor's face 3.5 times on Facebook. 3.5. Okay? It typical agencies tell you to turn this off. This ad is dead. Okay? But that's not what happens. Okay, if we go back to the actual ad here, notice this. He's got 106 comments on this.
whew,
106. Okay? So, do you think that, if somebody let's go to a few of the comments here. Let's get past the reseller guys. Um, let's see here. Vic is great seeing you today. Thank you for making the transaction so smooth. Thank you once again for your excellent service. I look forward to working with you again in the future. Highly recommend. He's responding to
hmm,
everyone as well. That's a big part of it, by the way.
yep,
Um,
yep.
Great service, responds quickly. Excellent service, great guy. Like, guys, if you see 100 comments like this, do you think you might
Yeah.
trust the ad? Like
Heat. Yeah,
the
that's
guy on
heat.
the other side?
That's some heat right
Yeah,
there.
So
yeah.
like that's why the ad is so powerful. And Vic was just talking about a guy that was running the same type of ad, but he wasn't getting comments. And I'm assuming you also asked them to share the ad as well, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Yep,
And that's a huge part of it as well,
yep.
right? Because when people share the ad, it's sharing to their friends list, which is inadvertently a it's a referral, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, they're referring you to their
Right.
entire friends list, which gives it
Yep.
what I call an organic lift. Okay. And by the
Yeah.
way, this is only the first part of the entire evergreen sequence. Okay.
Wow.
Like I said earlier, we do retargeting as well, which means that if anybody's viewing this and you see Mercury Electronics ads all the time or Resell Deck or whatever, I'm retargeting the absolute mess out of you guys. Like if you're seeing Aaron's face on a daily basis, there's a reason for that. It's in the
Yeah.
evergreen sequence.
Yeah.
So I know Matt, you see it all the time. Um, and then
Bro, I see you guys a lot, both on Facebook and in Zoom chats. So
Yeah. So, but I know Victor's probably not on Facebook because he's all over there handling inventory.
I do see Aaron. I do
Oh,
see
okay.
Aaron quite a
All the
lot.
time.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I do see
I know
Aaron.
We are
him.
very
Yeah.
aggressively retargeting right now. We're at 200 hits to the price sheet a day right now,
Wow.
which is wild. Um,
Wow.
That's a lot.
there's nobody even close to doing that. I don't even think
Wow.
Atlas is doing that.
I've been watching your price sheet. Those prices are looking pretty good. And I can't deny, man. I mean, one thing I love about Mercury, Aaron will message you within seconds of delivery and be like, payment sent. I'm like, my God, this guy's
Yeah.
working quick with it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, we had to
So
I think it's
hire
cool.
to manage.
yeah,
It's great because like I'm not sure that every direct buyer has always ever been like a phone reseller.
Mm-mm.
And to have that kind of history that then informs the understanding as a direct buyer so that there's a rapport and a relational equity between buyer and seller
yeah,
is magical. Like, and
Yes.
I think that's one thing that makes it just like feel so locked in, because the customer service is just, oh, well, if I were a phone seller, this is how I'd want to be treated. Well, Mercury can provide that service. And I don't think, I'm not even trying to plug Mercury. I'm just saying like it just works so
hey,
well, you
gotta
Well,
know?
give
that's what we
credit where it's
wanted.
due.
That's what we wanted with it was like me and Aaron both had the issues of having to wait for payment,
Mhm. Yeah.
which drove us kind of crazy. Like we're trying to grow our business, right?
Yeah.
One of the most important things in this space is getting paid fast.
Yeah.
Um, and I mean, Mercury started off paying Venmo, PayPal, Cash App every way possible until we hit all of the limits possible, and then we had to start doing bank transfers, which still ends up there next day most of the time,
Yeah,
which, um, but yeah, we understood that struggle very much because we would have to wait, like Aaron in Vegas when he was doing volume locally, still does, but he
Yeah.
would have to even somebody in that city, he had to wait like a week to get paid.
Yep.
That
yeah,
that doesn't work for somebody who's trying to grow their business locally.
Nah,
And
nah.
I mean, Vic, you're essentially acting as a direct buyer to your other people that are selling to you, and you pay them fast,
yeah.
I assume.
Oh,
Um,
the only reason because a lot of my business is remote, like
yeah,
I got Jersey and Philly. I
awesome.
took a risk on that, and I ended so I have a buyer in Philly, and me and him are very close friends. And I told him, listen, I want to get a drop-off system set. The only way these guys trust me is if you either pay them there or I pay them up front. Like,
Yeah,
so to some people, I'm sending them the Zelle the moment they send me the picture of the UPS label being sent.
nice.
Uh-huh.
Deductions come after, and we
Yeah, yeah,
have that understanding. It's like
sure.
if I have any issues with your phone, just you're gonna have to
Hmm.
send that back to me. So there's a good understanding there. But in Philly, I provide my buyer with cash. So when the resellers come around, he's paying them right on the spot. So speed of payment is almost, no, it's definitely more important than who's paying higher.
Yeah,
Speed of
100%.
payment.
Yes,
I definitely take business from other buyers just by paying faster.
yes.
Like
Yeah.
the guys tell me all the time. They're like, there's this guy down the street that pays $50 more than you, but he wants me to drop off the phone and he'll pay me Wednesday.
You
I
know what's
win the deal.
hilarious about that is like people will go to somebody who's paying $5 more per device, and then
Mhm.
like, and then they're pissed because it's taking too long to get paid, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, they'll choose a different direct buyer over Mercury just because they say they pay a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
But the
That's
thing with me is like, I even talk about it in the book, right? Is like fast cash is better than, having to wait for cash, right?
the sooner you have
So
that cash back, the sooner you
yeah,
can
you can
buy
deploy it.
more things. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I mean, imagine this. Imagine you use, let's say you have $5,000. You buy $5,000 worth of inventory, and that's all you got. Like, and you got to wait a week to get,
Yeah.
7,000 back,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and you're sitting on your hands that whole week, but you ship it out to like a place like Mercury or yourself, if you're local, right? Like, you're getting paid immediately. They can then go deploy that. They don't have to shut their ads off, because they
Yeah.
can't pay for them. Like that's
Right.
a
Right.
real thing. And I think
Yeah.
what you're hitting on here is like most people that run direct buying companies didn't work at the local level first. most.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me and Aaron did.
Oh yeah.
I actually didn't know that. I didn't know that a lot of direct
I
buyers.
know. Yeah, a lot of
That's
them.
pretty shocking. They just
Because
don't
whenever
see.
I was trying to work with some of them early on with Recelerator, I was like, I need you guys to pay my people faster. They need the money to grow their business. And they're like, it takes us sometimes about a week to process everything. And I'm like, that's not gonna
Yeah.
work, man. Like
That
that's
work.
that's not,
Yeah.
yeah. You either
Yeah.
pay them with PayPal invoice or like something. Like it's got to be better than that. And we couldn't find anything. So, and whenever Aaron was like, "All right, I'm starting Mercury, I'm starting direct buying company," he's like, "I want you to be a part of it." I was like, "Absolutely," because I knew how Aaron was going to run it because we
Yeah.
both
Because
lived
he,
that
yeah, you guys
world.
knew. You knew
Yeah,
Yeah.
what was needed.
we knew. Like I don't want to wait a week after it freaking gets delivered. Like that's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really is
That's
a
crazy
treasure.
to me, like thinking about it now, I think Mercury is actually changing the landscape of direct buyers because of that. So
Yeah.
I had there was somebody in the groups a while back. They were like, paying more than Mercury, more than Mercury. Like I'm like, we have arrived, baby. Like
Yeah, that's good. That's good. You
That's
start
great.
seeing that.
it
That's
used
really
to be
good.
paying more than Atlas, and now it's like paying more than Mercury. Like
Yeah, that's pretty good, man. No, but that is one expectation that I have out of Mercury. I'm like, I'm gonna ship this out. I'll be paid within a day of this getting there.
yeah,
I know this payment will come in before Thursday. Like that, I already know that. Like Aaron just he doesn't hesitate. He'll
yeah,
message me on WhatsApp right away. He's like, this is what it is. I'm like, all right, cool. Good to sell.
yeah.
So
That's awesome.
that's you guys are the one buyer I have that expectation with. I don't have it with anyone else because everybody else is at least maximum 3 day wait. Good scenario is next day, but
Well, I'm about to clip that and put it in the Mercury ads for later on today. Just start
hey, that's perfectly
retargeting.
fine. Hey, that's perfectly fine with me. Mercury definitely pays quickly. That is a huge benefit to that.
So
Like built by resellers for resellers.
that's the tagline of
That,
Yeah,
Resell Deck, but okay.
but
It's
that's
all
what
good.
Mercury is
But yeah,
too.
it is. Yeah, it's both. Yeah.
yeah,
The one-two
yeah.
punch there. We'll fix your marketing and then buy your devices, right? So,
Perfect.
um,
It's
we're the only
perfect.
company that can do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because everybody else is either selling a course, right? But they're not buying anything, right? So
Yeah.
it's what's funny about it. I was actually having a combo with somebody about this. I can't remember who it was. It was Wesley. I was talking with Wesley about this yesterday. He's like, bro, I'm seeing courses for phone flip and pop up everywhere. And I'm like, yeah, bro, but they'll be gone in like 2 months. So don't worry about it. Like, he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, bro, selling a course is not where you make the money here. Like, if anything,
Hey,
like Recelerator is a
hey.
gateway, right? Like, but what people don't understand is like Recelerator isn't even a course. It's like a full-on ads
It's
management
business in a
company,
box. Yeah.
software company. Like it's a lot all at once, and like it's not like you just buy it, and you can't even go and buy it. Just so you guys are aware, like you can't. There is no link to just purchase. Um, but no, where the real money is made is definitely buying devices for sure. Like
Mm,
Yeah.
long term, way better that way. But the infrastructure there is hard to set up. Like,
Yeah.
and then like trying to get traffic, like for Mercury, like the reason we took off so fast was because of the evergreen method. Like
Yeah.
that's the only way. And that's how we're hitting, 200 clicks a week, or I
shocking.
mean, 200 clicks a day on the price sheet. You go to the price sheet, you'll see 15 people viewing it at pretty much all times,
Yeah.
which is wild. I've never seen that. We actually had it. I tried to log into it, the Google Sheets app, a few months back when I launched Evergreen for it, and it was giving me an error. It was like, there's too many people viewing it right now. We can't share it right now until like wait until traffic stops. And I was like, that has
Wow.
never happened to me before on the Google Sheets app.
Crash
Yeah.
crashing the server.
I thought we had bots like hitting the sheet or something. And
That's
I was
funny.
like, what is happening right now?
That's so funny.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah, dude, I'm super stoked. Now, I want to go over numbers a little bit.
Yeah.
You are playing more of a volume game, right?
Yes.
Whereas I want to differentiate things here. Matt
Mhm.
plays an ROI game, right?
Yeah.
I play a profit per device game, right?
Yeah.
You're playing the volume game. Your average profit per device is about 50 something bucks.
58 now, yeah.
58, which is
Yeah, yeah,
not bad for volume, to be honest. Like that's really
yeah.
good, especially
Yeah.
buying from flippers, um, which is hard to do in and of itself,
Yeah.
because they want their expectations are a lot
I
higher.
I did have I think you remember I had a higher per device cost. It was like 75, maybe 80 at
Yeah,
one point. But the way my system is set up, my meetup location is down the street from me. Like literally, I'll drive 2 minutes and my
stop right
meetup
there, real
location.
quick. Your meetup
Yeah.
location, was that something you had before you joined Recelerator?
Yes,
Oh,
yes, I
you
did.
did. Okay, so you were already
Yeah.
implementing that.
I had a meetup location, but it was a little disorganized because
Yeah.
it I didn't make it a definite that you had to meet me there.
Mm.
It was a choice. It was, hey, I always meet here. And they're like, no, I don't want to meet there. Come to me. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I wasn't scheduling and all that. Once I got into Recelerator, the meetup location was the one and only way you could see me. By scheduling, like I was done still to this day. Like, if you want me to come out to you, I'm lowballing that phone
Yeah.
so much. I mean, I'm dropping it by $100. Like, you want me to go somewhere, I'm gonna make a profit out of it. But most of the time, I'm scheduling people here because, and not to be arrogant about it, but honestly, leaving this area complicates the day for me a lot more. Because while I'm away picking up that phone, there's people already messaging that they want to go to the Walmart where I meet them at.
Yep.
And then there's processing to be done in the area as well. So like going away is just not beneficial.
I
But
agree. Yeah. I had a
yeah,
funny
it
Kevin
takes
posted
away.
about that.
Yeah,
It does. Yeah,
it takes
100%.
away from what you're doing. So there are deals I miss out on because they don't want to drive out here. And I'm completely okay with it because I get more value out of pushing these phones out if
Yeah.
I can.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So it go ahead. I'm sorry, Matt.
No, no, you're good. I'm just listening.
Oh, okay, no. So it has slowly turned into a volume game because I've done so many different types of jobs in my life that were a lot more difficult to make a lot less money.
Hmm.
That, for example, these carrier locked phones, the prices are very low. So I tend
Uh-huh.
to stay psychological with customers. I understand that offering $60 for an iPhone 14 sounds disrespectful. $100 seems more reasonable. So because I'm only driving down 2 minutes to get this phone, I'm sticking to psychological price points where a customer
Mm.
can say yes to instead of me making sure I'm making 70 and not getting the customer at all. So a lot of those carrier locked phones are coming in, and then we have the reseller side. The reseller side needs good pricing to stay with you. You don't want to get too aggressive with them
Sure.
because then they start shopping around.
Yep.
Yep.
So now I think in December it was about 450 phones or something like that, where it usually used to be 250, 280. So yes, I'm making less per phone, but the volume is increasing. It feels very streamlined to me. It doesn't feel difficult at all. It's just
Yeah.
all going down an assembly line, if you will. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it feels pretty smooth. So over time, I think that's where I'm gonna stay at. It's probably gonna be the $50
Yeah.
price point because I want to make people comfortable with shipping in and getting paid
Yeah.
versus
Well, yeah, you're
you
getting
know,
items shipped to you, so that's a little different too. Like you're
yeah,
you're
yeah, yeah.
basically operating as a direct buyer right now.
As a direct buyer, part-time
Sure.
reseller for me locally for everything I buy here.
Yeah, I'd take a $50
But
profit if it was if all the items were shipped to me. Like
yeah,
I don't got to do
exactly.
anything.
And then on top of that, you have the relationship with the people who are shipping it to you. So you know that their grading is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Right.
yeah, I want to get you paid as good as possible so that you stay with me. A lot of the guys that sell to me know Atlas and they know of other buyers that have price sheets. But the difference with me is you're gonna get that Zelle on shipment. You're not gonna wait 2 days
Yeah.
for it. So that's
Yeah.
my winning point as a buyer there.
Yeah. I would really love to use that as a moment to segue into this thing is that their entire industry is built off of convenience and immediacy when it comes to providing what people need.
Yep.
And if more people understood that, that there's so much about business that is profitable. Not, and I'm not going to undermine the phones. The phones are great, but the thing that's really profitable here is human behavior, right? It's like these are the habits and patterns. And once people have this expectation, if you can deliver, that makes waiting a little less, of a patience grind, then your business is probably going to outrun the next guy, and you're not going to be lacking for those opportunities. And if people can hear that soundbite and hear from your experience, Victor, like that's huge. Like that you've kind of unlocked that, and really great for
Yeah.
your business,
Well,
obviously.
that's why Amazon gets more,
Oh, thank
you know, Amazon is pretty much immediacy and convenience
Yeah.
all at
I mean,
once,
you're
Right.
getting
right?
it shipped right
Whereas if
away.
you like, you can also drive to Walmart and do the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But
Yeah.
like for example, last night I just literally went to the Kroger app and had them deliver some stuff, and
Yeah.
I paid like $10 more, but I paid it
Right.
for, convenience because I have a baby and I didn't want to leave the
Yeah.
house. I didn't want to have to get
Yeah.
all the other stuff done. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
everybody wants immediacy and payments and all that stuff. So
Yep.
yeah, I love it, man. You found your groove and you're locking in, and I love to see that.
There's something I've really noticed lately that I didn't notice I was doing before, but it was really back to the needs of the reseller, right? It's like a lot of them don't know what they need, but because I was there at one point,
Yeah.
I know, as we all were, we know what would be beneficial. So I'll try to go a little bit outside of the box on what the reseller would need from me
Uh-huh.
for me to be the definite buyer always. So one is speed, but one little thing that I've started doing for resellers that really locks them in, I've started buying them the bubble wrap slips. These.
Nice.
I
Cool.
started like I'll order this on Amazon and I'll
That's
ship it to them.
smart.
And this works so well, guys, simply because every time the reseller goes to package that phone or that watch, whatever it is, this
Uh-huh.
bag has my name on it. I have these bags because of Vic. I
I
almost
love that.
feel obligated.
That's smart, dude.
You know, every single
Yeah.
time they've been incredibly grateful over a $20 investment because it has 200
Yeah.
bags in it. So it
That's
almost gives
awesome.
them. I remember the first time that I bought these bubble wraps. When I saw how many they were, I was like, this is gonna last me a year. That wasn't the case because seeing
Nope.
the bags, subconsciously you start getting a goal. You're like, man, I want
Yeah.
to run out of these bags. Let me get more phones. Let me get more phones. So
Yeah.
catering to your resellers and to the people that are selling to you, and this could be even a repeat customer,
Yeah.
even the second, third time around, give them something to show
I
them
like
you
that. That's
appreciate them.
smart. Are you still doing the envelopes and stuff too for with the
Oh
money?
my God,
Yeah, let's
yes.
talk about that because I gave you that tip
That's
on the
Oh
heat.
last
That's
podcast.
some heat right there.
man, listen, that's one of my favorite things because let me tell you, most
Slide
of
that
my
across the
customers,
table.
most of my customers don't count the money.
Look
They
at that.
really,
Oh, that's
they really
amazing.
don't. I mean, I have all the details written out in the envelope. It's either Wells Fargo or PNC, but there's your name, there's the phone, what we agreed on. Slide it over, and they're like, I don't even want to count this. You have a great day. And I'm like, fantastic. You have a good one.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
love it. I like it a lot because as the appointments are getting scheduled, I'm just stacking the envelopes. It takes a lot of thinking out of my day. You don't want to sit in the parking lot counting the money right before
Yeah.
meeting them or counting right in front of them. It's sloppy for sure.
I'm mostly
Yeah,
digital payments now, like PayPal, Zelle,
I
Venmo,
wish.
Cash
I,
App, Apple Pay. Like that's how we pay most of the time now. It's very
yeah,
rare that I actually pay with cash anymore. Because back in October, I wanted to see if I could go a whole month without even using cash. And I
Cool.
did.
how
And
did you what do you think helped with that transition for people not to be like, you
yeah,
know,
so what I do most of the time, like I'll like once I close the deal, it's like, all right, cool. I pay on any transaction usually over $300. I use Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, or Apple Pay. Which one works best for
Right.
you? Most
Yeah.
people have one of them, right?
uh,
So that's how I've been doing it, but it got me away from the envelope method a little bit, which I think is honestly very powerful.
it
Um,
is.
like I remember how powerful that, but I also like I don't want to be carrying around, you know, that amount of
Stacks.
cash on hand. Also,
Yeah,
it's a kind of a trade-off, right? Like,
yeah.
um, I don't know. Uh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
I really find it so much easier when they do accept digital because I go for both. But a lot of the times, I'm already going through the uphill battle of are you real, right? Like if you went through the Evergreen ad, you probably don't doubt me, but if you went through any of the other ones, you're like,
Yeah.
I really want cash in 20s or whatever. I'm like, all
Yeah.
right, cool. I mean,
Yeah.
hit up the bank and get it moving.
Yeah, I don't
But
know. But I do know the envelope method is like it's
the
very,
envelope
very
method
powerful.
works really, really well. It's very professional, says a lot about
Yeah.
how you're handling the business and how organized it is. So,
Should get some with your
Yeah.
logo on it.
man, you read my mind. I've been thinking, I'm like, I could probably get a customized one
You could
that has
with
me and some
it, ba-
referral
it
stuff
it'll
on it.
basically be your business card at that point too.
Exactly.
Like you get,
Exactly.
I guarantee you can customize them. Um,
Or you could also get a rubber stamp made and you could just stamp
oh,
them.
you could do that too. Yeah,
That
Be
too.
like
That too.
probably cost even less.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I was just thinking about that about a week or two. I'm like, I hand these out so much. I might as
yeah.
well put some of my stuff on it.
Might as well
Yeah.
brand them.
Yeah, yeah. I don't see why
There you
not.
go. There's another
Yeah.
little tidbit.
Yeah, the bank at this point kind of knows the routine with me.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like, let's get like 10 envelopes for this guy. He's gonna ask for them. So,
It
yeah.
does. It does work super well though. Like, I assume you're adding your business cards and everything in the envelope as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that, and everything is an automated process. The moment I'm in the meetup spot and it's the meeting is over, as they're walking out, they already have the envelope with my card in it. I've already told them they have my number and everything, and the link
Cool.
for the review goes out on Facebook right away, and then they go and comment on it. A lot of them don't, but that's all right. It's just a numbers game. It's,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
whoever does comment, that comment will bring back probably two or three customers. So whoever
See,
does
Yeah.
it.
that's what people don't realize
Hmm.
is that right there, what you just said. That comment, that review will bring 2 to 3 more customers.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
what people do not realize. Is like that is your market. Those are ads. Like every single comment below that video is an ad.
Yeah.
So,
I would love to push those comments into like the 500s. I mean, I don't think I'll ever
oh
stop the
yeah.
review system. I'm just gonna keep sending it out until,
On my school ad for the free group, it has over 700 comments now. Has 1,000 likes and I think 150 shares.
Wow.
What's hilarious about that though is like I'll get some comments on it and be like, look at all these AI comments. And I'm like, bro, you can't, there's no way you could do
You
that.
couldn't
Like,
even do this, man. Facebook would shut this down
yeah.
quickly. Like,
So it just makes me laugh. But
That's
what's
funny.
funny about it is like in the coaching space, for a free lead magnet thing like that, it always goes up. Like the cost per lead always rises every time.
yeah.
That ad has consistently stayed at $3 to $4 per lead for 11 months. 11 months. That's crazy work, right? Like
Yeah.
that doesn't
No,
happen normally. Like that.
it's a super valuable method. I mean, what better than that can it get? It's you, the buyer, they're gonna meet on video,
Yeah.
plus all these recommendations for you. It's like, how can you lose?
Yeah. 100%, man. Like people don't
Right.
realize it's if you're sitting out on the evergreen method, guys, like you're going to get passed up by somebody that uses it 100%. And they're going to
Guaranteed.
dominate your area.
Guaranteed.
Because it's like a TV commercial that you see all the time, like um and if you and then especially if you see or if people see you in public, that's when you realize that it's working well. And it's
Yeah, man.
like when you start getting, recognized in Walmart and Target and like out when you're out eating, that's
Yeah,
happened to me
Right.
before.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So,
Yeah, it's happening to me at the meetup spot. Like people will watch me buy the phones or whatever the case is, and the one person watching after I'm done will walk over and they're like, I think I've seen you all over Facebook. Are you the guy? I'm like, I am the guy.
Hilarious. Also funny.
Yeah. So it definitely have become a local celebrity here, which I'm happy with because if I was hesitating about making a video, and I'm sure so many people are that are watching this,
Yeah.
trust me, just do it. It is gonna change everything. there's something cringy about making a video of yourself talking about buying phones. Everybody hates it. I understand that.
Hmm. Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, I think one of my friends that signed up with you, Chris, what he did, he went and
He had somebody
hired
else do it.
somebody.
Yeah.
He had somebody. If you have to do
Still
that.
works.
But just go put a video out. Like it's very, very,
In
it's very,
Recelerator, for the people that don't want to do it now, I've actually just recorded myself in the video with all my inventory and stuff, and
yeah.
that
Yeah.
we're just gonna run it that way. It's just my face. I don't care. It's just free
Yeah.
marketing for me.
It's
So
it's what it is. It's what it is.
Right.
all the
Oh,
other
you
phone
know,
flippers in the areas are gonna be like, "What the hell?" Like, I actually
yeah.
have had that happen before. Before I even created the Evergreen method, I had some ads running in Florida with me in them, and I had like 4 or 5 people reach out and they're like, "Chris, somebody's using your ad," and I'm like, "No, it's all good, bro. Like, it's
I
all
put it
good."
there.
But they were just like, "This ad is now in my area, and now I'm scared." Like, I was like,
Uh,
I don't know what to tell you, man. Like,
should have jumped on it.
you should, yeah,
Should
like,
have done it.
I'm pretty confident on camera, so like it's gonna bring leads no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You
it's
know, the other ad I really like, Chris, is the one of like handling a transaction on the table.
yes, with the meta
Love that.
glasses, those are
Love
the
that.
retargeting ads.
Yeah, I love that. I love
So the
that. I actually
reason,
got some meta glasses now. I'm
yeah.
thinking,
So for anybody listening, I highly recommend getting some meta glasses for the transactions. Let people know you're recording. Like, don't just come up on them and do it that way. It's like they're like $300. If you want the shades, they're 400. They're You can make it back in 2, 3 transactions, like easy.
mhm.
And then what I use them for is I like to record the transactions and then run those as retargeting ads because a lot of people don't understand the process on how they sell you devices, right? The meta glasses help with that a lot. They get to see
Yeah.
conversations. They get to see what's happening. And by the way, this is something we're going to be going over on VIP Day at FlipCon as well. Is I'm going to be actually showing how to create these videos, how to do meetups the correct way, how to turn it into a bunch of content so that you can use it organically and in ads, which is what
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, but also those ads bring in when you retarget people, they bring in leads for like $1 to $2 a lead most of the time. Most of the
Hmm.
time, not always,
Hmm.
but it depends on the area. Retargeting ads can be a little expensive because you're retargeting the same people that watched your original ad, but it's keeping them. Do you know what I mean? Like they get trapped in the ecosystem.
Yeah. Yeah,
Now they
man.
see you all the time, so
Yeah.
like they can't get away from you, and they're like, "Oh, it's Vic again," Like I see you all the time. Have you had that happen, by the way? Is like I see your ads literally all the time.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have that. And I have a couple guys here who are super proud to know me. Like they'll tell their friends, like, I have a guy that could get you
I have a
cash
guy.
today. I could just call him right now. Yeah, he's on Facebook. You should see him. I know him personally though. So they're super happy that you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. I have a few customers that have sold to me 2 to 3 times and they're like, my God, I mean, you're pushing those ads every day. I'm like, hey, they're meant to do that. They're meant to be out there. It's meant to
Right.
be an option. Something that happened recently, I had a reseller and his seller found me.
Hmm.
And now he contacted me and the other guy's like, did this guy contact you? I'm like, yeah, bro. I mean, I'm promoting it out here. I can't really, I don't know what to tell you.
We recently started a guy in Dallas. It took me 2 weeks to get him to finally make the Evergreen video.
Yeah.
Phone Flipper started reaching out to him almost immediately. Um, like people he wanted. He's a big bulk buyer in Dallas, but he wants
Uh-huh.
a local presence too. And the Flipper started reaching out to him immediately after seeing the ads. They were, but they weren't willing to do a video, and all that stuff. And yeah, he got a lot of business that way very quickly because of the Evergreen ad. Um,
Huh.
and it dropped his cost per lead by a lot.
Yeah. I
Whenever he
bet.
finally did it with his face in it. I like a lot of people are scared to do that. If you
Yeah.
are scared to do that, feel like join Resellery. We will give you the script. We will tell you
Right.
what to do, and we will help you do it.
Yep.
So like
I
that
definitely
it's
was
an incredible method, and honestly, I just stumbled upon it.
yeah,
um,
I was definitely hesitant
Happy
myself.
accident.
I definitely was like, maybe I won't do it. Maybe I'll just let everything ride. But took a couple takes, maybe 5, 6 takes, and then you just get in the groove of it. And as long as you got the message out, I buy phones.
Yeah.
That's all you really need. Don't overthink it, guys. This ad is really good. And then do the work it requires to keep it
Comments, likes, and
doing good.
shares. Yep.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
Facebook rewards the ad. If you don't do that, it's not going to work. I'm just going to be honest. Like
Yeah.
people like so there's a big misconception with Facebook ads, especially with the Andromeda update. Um, People do not trust willingly or easily anymore. Like you have to win their trust.
Yeah.
And that is why, number one, that's why the Evergreen ad works so well, is
Uh-huh.
because if you only post a video and you don't get the likes, comments, and shares, nobody's gonna trust you. Just gonna be real. Like,
It's still just as scammy because it's like,
yeah,
why is nobody talking on this? Right?
exactly.
I'm not going to be the first one to sell to you and find out you're
Exactly.
terrible. So there
100%.
has to be proof that you're
Well,
good.
also, I'm sure you've seen this too, is like, somebody's probably brought it up, be like, I saw your ad. Every time I see it, there's more comments.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I
Probably comes
actually
up in
love
conversation.
yeah, some of the responses are like, "Oh, my buddy liked your ad and commented on it. I instantly had to message you." I'm like, "Okay, great." And they're seeing more and more reviews, and people look at everything, guys. People are
They
looking into
do.
these people's profiles, what date they commented, how long was your last comment from, so that they can see that you've been recently doing business too. So, just like Matt was saying earlier, get your systems in place and streamline them. Just repeat them. For me, that review link is every single time. Right after a deal, it's just instantly send out that review. Make sure I get a comment on it.
What's
Keep that.
interesting is I'm starting to get to the point where I think the Evergreen ad is starting to become more powerful than the Google business listing. Um,
Yeah.
I think you should have both, right? But
I'm a little scared, Chris. I'm not gonna lie. If if I get more volume than I'm doing now, I don't think I'll be on this podcast.
Victor's got to build that infrastructure, Chris.
okay, hear
So
hear
you
me
got to
out.
wait. You got to wait, Chris.
Hear me out. Okay. So, um, the reason I say I think the Evergreen system is going to become, and I could backtrack on this, just saying, but from what I have seen, if you do it correctly, you do the Evergreen ad, you do the retargeting. I think in some cases it can be more
Yeah.
powerful in the long run than Google My Business and SEO. I think you should have Google My Business for authority, 100%. Like
Yeah.
I believe that. However, the Evergreen ads get seen more, like way more than Google.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
with Google, you're hitting people that are search, right?
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is fine, but it's capped, right? Like there's only so many people searching per day.
Searching to sell their phone.
Exactly.
Better.
Like are they're hyper targeted? I of course want those leads, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, with you can just turn the budget up on an Evergreen ad
Yeah.
and just get more comments and it'll drop the cost per lead back down
Yeah.
by doing that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you can like you go to $100 a day, you probably couldn't keep up, but
Yeah.
run it at
Yeah. No,
$100 a day, it's being seen by about 5,000 people a day. That's a lot of people, you know? So
Oh
it's,
man, that's aggressive.
yeah, it is aggressive.
that's
Um,
insane.
But
but
it just goes to show that you would you would exhaust yourself before you could run out of opportunity, Victor.
Uh-huh.
yeah,
You
Uh-huh.
know, like within the construct of the right system, like the system just, removes all the friction. And if you don't have any friction in your business, like how far can you go, how fast? And I think you've really tested that because when we had our first conversation, I mean, I remember when you joined up, you were like, yeah, I'm doing like, what are you doing, like 5 to 7?
5 to 7. On a really good month, it was 10, but that came
Right.
on rare occasion. Yeah.
Right. And you're still like, bro, it's just like, 5 phones over the weekend, and now it's like phone in the couch status.
No,
So,
that's insane.
um, I wanted to backtrack to one little clip that you were saying before. You were like, you're you saw those little bubble sleeves, and you were like, I wonder if I could push things where I could run out of these. And I
Yeah.
thought it was interesting that you found a way to sort of, I guess, readjust in how you wanted to motivate yourself. Like
Yeah.
the metric shifted where it was like, okay, my goal now is to run out of
Run out of these bags.
these bubble sleeves, which I
Yeah.
think is interesting because like when the goalpost shifts, right? Motivation and effort and all those things kind of got to take a shift too. Like you got to kind of readjust as your business grows and figure out, okay, the goalpost shifted. Like, so what's my new metric now? And for you, it wasn't a specific number. It was those freaking bags, which I thought was
Yeah.
really dope because I think there's
Yeah.
a lot of people that hear this or other resellers that are listening to this to be like, like it used to be like, okay, let me just make a grand this week, right? Like, and then, it gets bigger than that. But I feel like that's so simple, but so
Yeah.
super effective, and I just really like that.
Yeah, for me, I ended up finding out I always tend to have a goal that is related to money, but it's not directly the money.
Yeah,
Like I always like to have something that if I do it correctly, the byproduct will be money. So I look
yeah,
at this package and it's like there's 200 bags in here. If can I do 200 phones? Like that's crazy.
yeah,
So instead of looking at each deal like I'm only making 30 on this one, I'm only making 60 on this one. I don't like it. It was more so I want to run out of these bags.
That's
And
so
then
cool.
I
the
like
deals
it.
just started flowing and flowing and flowing. And then I was super happy the first time I ran out of
Yeah,
one of these. I was like, holy crap, I just pushed out 200 phones. I was super excited.
Well,
yeah,
So
whenever
yeah,
I mean, dude, when you start getting to different levels where like money isn't really the
it's not the
problem
motive.
anymore,
yeah.
Yeah,
It's not
right?
the
So
end
it
goal.
doesn't
Yeah,
become the goal anymore.
yeah,
You
yeah,
have to find other things where it's like, for example, like one of my goals is I want to get Matt through Recelerator up to 6 figures a year just from that. Like
just
that's a
from
goal
that.
of mine,
Yeah,
right? That's
yeah,
a
yeah.
different, it's different. I want my contractors and my employees doing incredibly well, right? Different
That's a
game.
whole different.
It's a
That's
whole
a
different
different
game.
game you're
It's a
looking at.
bigger
Yeah,
goal,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And then like it's funny you say the sleeves because I have black bubble mailers, right? And it's like
Yeah.
stack of 200. I ran out of them like 3 times before, and it is like
Yeah.
it's like damn, I ran out of all of those, and then it's like I got to go get some more or I got to order some more. And it's like,
yeah,
but I ran out of those.
I
That's
ran
awesome.
out. Yeah. It's 200 of them. That's a lot. It's
yeah,
yeah, it was something really subtle that I noticed. So that's when I was like, how can I motivate
You
my
should
reseller?
capture that and find it in other areas of your business too. I do that a lot.
Yeah,
It's like once you
yeah,
realize how that little thing can motivate you, it's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay, where else does this apply in the business that I can then make that the goal? Because
yeah.
because once you hit your monetary goals, it's you got to find something else.
You
Like,
got to find something else because I will say, man, the amount of money that came in, like it made me change my perspective on money quite a lot. And
yeah,
eventually, like how I
yeah,
felt about it, I was not expecting. I thought I was gonna, how do I explain? Like be over the moon, like, oh my God, I just made this much. What ends up happening after a couple of hours or even days of you making this much, become a little numb to it. And you're
yes,
just like, man, I thought this was gonna feel different.
I
So
know.
that point
yeah,
is very pivotal because if you sit there in the damn, I thought this was gonna feel different, it doesn't.
right.
You can either start falling down from there because now you don't have a motive anymore, or you start to look at something like the bubble wrap sleeve and
Right.
continue the process
Yeah.
going at that point. So it's very important that you find other goals other than money because that'll
Yeah.
go away very quickly.
I've seen
Very
Yeah.
so many
quickly.
people blow up their business once they hit 10,000 a month because that was the only goal. I've seen it happen
Yeah.
so many times. It's like I hit
Yeah.
10,000, then they like it's like it's like a backtrack because they don't have the next goal, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But like 10,000 was the ultimate goal in their brain, right? It was like that's it, and then once they hit it, a good example of this. One of my goals last year was to pay off my credit card debt. I did it in 2.5 months. Um, Once I did it though, it was like this black hole that I got sucked into. And it was like
That's-
I did it. And that
Now
like
what?
I was talking to Matt about this after it happened. I was like,
Yeah.
"Bro, I'm just like vegging out right now. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know what's wrong with me.
yeah,
It's because I didn't have another goal set after that, and that was such a big goal for me.
Yeah.
To just knock it out, and I did it so quickly
Yeah.
that it was like once it was done, like it reminds me a little bit of you know how CEOs will like sell their companies for millions of dollars, and then a very small amount of them will just go and kill themselves,
yeah,
like
yeah.
because they don't have purpose anymore.
There's
You
no
know,
purpose.
Yeah.
like their
I,
whole identity was building. And I think this is more for men more than anything is like we have to have something to build
you
or
have to have
some sort
something
of
you're
goal.
working on that is somehow getting better, that you're practicing at getting better every day. That's why the goal has to be bigger than a definite destination. It has to be, you have to constantly be shifting because I'm always careful with talking with people about this. It has to be somebody that understands the business or is at
Yeah.
least doing well, because otherwise you just sound super arrogant. But
Yeah.
not a lot of people will understand that if getting to a certain money amount is what you think will make you happy, when you get there, I promise you, you get
Yeah.
this thumped feeling of like, now what? What am I supposed to do with myself next? This
Yeah.
didn't give me the emotion I want. The emotion you're looking for is in creating, like you said,
Yeah.
Chris. So every time I hit a milestone, I'm just always kind of looking for a goal that is almost unreachable,
Yeah.
so that I'm always working on it in
Yep.
some shape or form.
Yeah.
So right now, one of the main things for me is speed on responses and processing. So I'm to the point that I'm timing myself on like,
Cool.
Love
all
it.
right, let me see how quickly I can get this person in and out, get this phone back in, logged in and in a box.
So
And
you're
I'm
setting a
looking at,
timer on your phone, seeing how
yeah,
quickly you
yeah,
can get it
yeah.
done. I
I'm
like
like, the
that.
appointment is for 3. The moment I
That's
walk out of
cool.
my house, there's a timer going on. I wanna contract my processing
Yeah.
speed. And then if I have a lot of phones here, I'll time myself to see how fast I can process these, get them in a box, in an invoice, so on and so forth, because I'm trying to get it faster
Yeah.
at that point.
By the
And
way,
Yeah.
then, yeah,
little tidbit for that. Once you start building SOPs and hiring, I highly recommend investing in the meta glasses for this, by the way. That
yeah,
way somebody can see your process through your
that
eyes.
was a great idea. You mentioned it to me
That's a
once.
solid idea.
Actually, I ended up buying a pair, haven't
There we
used
go.
them yet. But that was such a great idea when you brought it up, because if I have a video of me processing, logging into the system and everything else, I just gotta have the new hire watch that and then
Yep.
practice it, and then it's smooth from there.
Yeah.
I know that once the employees come in, my goal is gonna be based on them, just like how you mentioned about Matt. For me, it's gonna be, I want them to be as successful as possible in this business.
Yeah.
How can I get them there? It won't be the bottom line of what the business makes anymore.
Yep.
Because again, we all know that it's
Yeah,
definitely
it
not.
just comes with it. Yeah. You
Just
just
Yeah.
come, it's a byproduct of what you'll do. So
yeah.
goal shifting is definitely important as you move up so that you don't crash. Because I have
Totally.
crashed before. I have
Yeah.
crashed.
Yeah.
It does
Yeah.
suck. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a
So
point where I thought I was going to shut the whole business down because it was crushing me and the money didn't mean anything. So it was just like, yeah, I don't feel
Right.
like
Yeah.
following up
I
on
think
this.
it's just
Yeah.
critical. You got to have somewhere for those emotions to land. Like you've got to take control of your life, and money, like you guys were saying, is a means to an end. So, deriving purpose, making this more significant in certain ways, and moving just beyond sheer like raw finance is something that every like CEO or entrepreneur or business owner is going to have to think about. Because if you're working hard enough and effectively enough, that reality is going to hit you sooner than you think. And I think being thrown into a system where it does that, where you're like, okay, the new metric, get rid of these bags. Very simple, super
Yeah.
I
effective.
like it. Yeah.
Almost like so minimalistic that people wouldn't think that that would be like a big deal. But I like that it's so simple. It's like, okay,
That's
this is the
simple.
next most important thing. And I like that because metrics that are that simple are just so easy to just like, all right, check. Let's try to run that back. And
Yeah.
you're mentally locked in and you're back in the
Yeah.
game. And
Yeah.
little things like that may not seem like a big deal, but I feel the weight of them. I feel that they are.
No, I completely agree. If you can make this into some sort of enjoyable game, because that's
Yeah.
really what it became for me. Like,
Yeah.
how often can I order these bags? It was,
Yeah.
it wasn't
That's so
like, can
cool.
I make 10K this month? I was like, can I order 3 boxes of these bags in a
Can I get
month?
rid of them? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, and then, you focus on these minimalistic, almost insignificant things
Yep.
as a game. You look at your end month results, you're not gonna believe it.
Word.
It's
Yeah.
incredible what it can
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
I think that's a good way to wrap this one up. We're about an hour
For
and a
sure.
half in, so
Yeah.
that's good.
that's
This is
good.
good. This is a good one, guys.
Good chat.
This is a good
Definitely.
chat for sure. But I got to get some work done.
Same.
Same.
So,
I'm a little swamped right now. So
with that being said, guys, we really if you're still here on this one, we really appreciate you guys listening to the podcast. Make sure to leave a comment, feel free to share it as well. Also, just once again, announcements. I do have the book Buyback Revolution. Feel free to check it out. It's also on Amazon, but you can also get it in the description below. And make sure that, well, sell your devices to Mercury. Got to plug that, right?
Yeah.
Marketplace monitors out there for those of you who need phones as well. Link below.
Come
And
to
then
FlipCon.
live event. Yes, FlipCon 2026. Um, Hopefully we'll have more after that as well. We'll see how well this one goes, but so far I think it'll be pretty solid.
Yeah.
Make sure to get your tickets before the ticket prices do go up, beginning at the end or at the beginning of February. Yeah, we are creating scarcity. It's a whole marketing tactic. I'm not gonna just sit here and bullshit you.
that's what it
Um,
is. Yeah.
we
Yeah.
want to sell the tickets out. We want everybody there. So it's gonna be awesome though. We're really excited to kind of be able to pour into people what we know, and one of the best ways to do that is in person.
Yeah.
Most of the major successes that I've had, like specifically with Google ads and like Facebook ads and like a lot of marketing stuff has come from live events. And
Yeah.
just to give you guys a quick story to like cap this, there was a $24,000 mastermind that I paid for that I went to. That is the reason Google ads are a thing right now for phone flipping.
Yeah.
Um, I went there and I had been struggling with it for about 6 months. And I went there and I knew a guy that did YouTube ads. And I was like, hey, do you know how to do search ads, like Google search ads? And he was like, yeah, absolutely. And I was like, mine keeps getting like disapproved all the time. I can't figure it out. My accounts keep getting banned. And I pulled up my computer, logged in, and he was like, oh, yeah, just don't say that. Don't say that. Put this in there and just don't say that. And yeah, you're good to go. And then he walked away. And I published the ad and it worked. And I was like, ah, okay. But but that's what happens at events. That's the stuff that happens. He walked away and went and ate lunch. Like it was no big deal, you know? And I was just like, I've been struggling with this for 6 months. Like,
Yeah.
and for this dude to just come in here and fix the problem in like a minute kind of
Yeah.
drove me a little crazy. But that's what events like that are meant to do. Is they're meant to like you come to the event, you sit down at the marketing table with me when we do the breakout rooms, right? Like, oh yeah, here's how you fix your ads. Like I'll help you do it immediately.
Yeah.
Matt will help you with the game consoles. How do you source, right? Oh,
Straight up.
you didn't see this one in your area? It's right here. Here's $200 in profit right here. He'll do that. So,
I know.
um,
It's gonna happen.
it's gonna happen. Yeah, and I'm excited for it because I want more stories like the one I had at that live event happening at my events. So, with that being said, guys, we're going to wrap this up. Grab your ticket before we sell out. So, once we are sold out, they're sold out. So, I
All
got a
right.
cap on the room. So, all right, guys, you guys have a great day. Keep crushing it. Thank you for listening to the podcast, and we will see you guys next time.